Trent Richardson, a player that had so much potential after balling out at Alabama, had a fantastic season with the Cleveland Browns in 2012 before dipping, getting traded to Indianapolis, then getting cut by the Raiders, then going to the CFL, then going to the AAF, and now not even being good enough to be on an XFL team. We have a 2-in-1 video today. We're discussing how Trent Richardson has an all-time record in the AAF and why he is not even good enough to be in the XFL. My name's XFL Sports. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more football content. We cover every single league imaginable. The XFL right now is our main focus, so make sure you subscribe for that. And let's go ahead and get right into the video. We have Unbreakables, a series of unbreakable records. And let me tell you something. Trent Richardson had an unbreakable record. The AAF was one of my favorite leagues ever, and I bash it all the time now because of all the things they did wrong and how stupid the owners were. But that's no reason why we can't look back at it. Again, I was listening to the theme song, I went to their website, and I just had tears in my eyes of what could have been. So I decided to investigate a little more. I thought about Trent Richardson because he's my boy, being a Browns fan. And I discovered something he's the all-time AAF rushing touchdowns leader. He was a touchdown machine. The record, 11 touchdowns. That will forever stand unbreakable because the AAF doesn't exist anymore. But Trent Richardson was an absolute touchdown machine. So that got me thinking, why is he not in the XFL? And then I forgot. Trent Richardson's legally blind. Yes, we have all the memes, all the times that he had a nice wide open hole, did not take it, and got stuffed for a 1-yard gain or something like that. But it's actually sad and true. Trent Richardson went from rushing for 950 yards in his rookie season, having over 1,000 yards of scrimmage, having 11 touchdowns in that rookie season, being put 71 on the top 100 list in the NFL, to then just getting traded 2 games into the 2013 season. A lot of despair happened on this guy. He was such a giving person. He allowed his family to pretty much heckle him out of $1.6 million. But, I mean, he's been all over the place. He's been in my league, the CFL, before too. Played 4 games, averaged over 60 yards, but then I believe he got suspended from that. And right now, he's just on the streets. With the Birmingham Iron, well, he may have led the league in touchdowns, which is our unbreakable record of the day, but he only had 366 yards on a league-high 125 carries. That's good for an average of 2.93. That is horrendous. He averaged 2.93 yards per game. The NFL, he was criticized all the time for not being able to run the ball, to handle the rock. 3.3 yards per carry. That is brutal. Then you go to the AAF, a league that is definitely a big step down for the NFL. And he only ran for a yards per carry of 2.93. That's below 3. That's horrendous, terrible, disgustingly bad. And that is why he is not even close to being in the XFL. People thought he was definitely going to be drafted. He wasn't. And that's where it is now. But let's take a look at his unbreakable record a little bit further of 11 touchdowns in the season. The next best, 2 players tied at 6 touchdowns. That's pretty much half of what he had. 11 touchdowns in 8 games is fantastic. He balled out. And he's perfect. When you need him to run for 2 yards, when you need him to run for any more, he gets stuck and goes nowhere. His long was only 18 yards. Only 18 yards. That's the reason why he's not there. 11 touchdowns is completely dominant compared to the rest of the league. He was a touchdown machine. That's because when you give him the ball at the 1-yard line, he's going to score because he's a tank. For that 2 yards, for that yard, for that 3 yards maybe. Once he gets past that, he can't go anywhere. And that's why he's not in the XFL, unfortunately. I made this video wearing a Johnny Manziel shirt, and I feel really, really proud talking about 2 former Cleveland Brown busts that are not even good enough for the XFL. Thank you guys for watching, though, if you made it this far. Check out my other Unbreakables videos. Those are actual records. I kind of just combined 2 things into one here. Not really so much an unbreakable record. Well, it is. He had 11 touchdowns. 4th all-time on the AAF rushing yards list. and also had an unbreakable record of 125 carries. Thank you guys for watching. This is XFL Sports. Should leave a like and subscribe as I said before. And we out.
We did it!